Best scene of Wormhole 276. Written by Veronica R. Tabares. Interior, Tink's lab. An inventor's delight, shelves and counter loaded with gadgets of all sorts. Although it's filled to the brim with stuff, it is arranged in an orderly fashion and each item is labeled in small, neat handwriting. Jacot picks up a small knife-like object labeled Splicer 114. It has a red X in one corner. He shifts it in his hand and suddenly a short burst of intense light shoots out of it and slices through a table leg. The table falls over, crashes to the floor. Jacot quickly puts the splicer back. He spots a child-sized robot propped against a wall and runs to it. He reads the label, Small Robot 5. It also has a red X.
This is more like it.
Jacot raises a robot arm and lets it drop, but the arm stays in the raised position. He pushes down hard. It still sticks. He looks around, grabs a hammer. He bangs the arm with the hammer, but when the arm goes down, so does the hammer, and it hits Jacot's toe. He jumps, hits the robot's head, and with a series of beeps and burps, the robot comes to life. Robot jumps, smashes gadgets with its arms as it crashes into walls and shelves. Jacot yells as he runs from the robot. He hides behind a table, but the robot follows. He scoots under the table and runs across the room. The robot follows. Marvi rushes through a blue door. She runs to her brother and drags him behind a counter. The robot smashes into a counter and a table.
What did you do?
Nothing. It started on its own.
Can you stop it? Tink's going to hear this, and she's going to be really mad in your lab.
This is Tink's lab?
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I guess I didn't think that much.
A big metal box flies over the counter and barely misses the siblings. When it hits the ground, it pops open and a blue file folder slides out. Marvi sighs.
I'll take care of this.
She pops her head up and points to a panel with 5 levers.
Must be the power panel. All these old stations had one.
When the robot goes in the other direction, she races to the panel. All the levers look the same and there are no labels. She pulls down the first lever. A blue, swirling cloud, 3 feet across, opens with a pop on the opposite side of the counter where Jacot is crouched. Marvi cranes her neck to look at the blue swirls.
That's probably not good.
Marvi flips the next lever. A row of lights across the room flash repeatedly. The robot changes directions and heads straight for Marvi.
Marvi, look out!
The robot wraps its metal arms around Marvi from behind and lifts her off the ground.
Put me down, you stupid robot!
Marvi pounds on the robot with her arms and kicks her with her feet.
Jacot, it won't let go!
Jacot races to pry the robot's arms. The robot squeezes tighter.
Let my sister go!
The more Jacot pries, the harder the robot squeezes.
Stop, Jacot! It's making it worse!
Jacot backs off. Marvi struggles to free herself while the robot slings her around like a rag doll. She gasps for air.
Marvi, what should I do?
Marvi struggles, get weaker. She goes limp. Jacot grabs the metal box, slams the lid closed, and runs full tilt to hit the robot in the back of the head. The force of the collision knocks Jacot back. Metal box still in his hands. The robot freezes, arms still tight around a limp Marvi. Jacot stands and sets the metal box on top of the counter, next to the blue swirling crowd. He touches his sister's arm.
Marvi?
There is no response. He grabs a hammer and bangs the robot repeatedly on the side of the head.
Let go of my sister!
As the echo of the last bang fades away, there is a mechanical whirl, and the robot's arms release Marvi. She crumples to the ground.
Marvi!
Jacot squats down beside his sister. She gasps and sits up with a groan.
I'm okay. Just a bruise or two.
Marvi reaches out her arm and Jacot helps her up. There is a sudden pop from the robot, followed by a whirl. It powers up and grabs Marvi. Jacot bangs its arm with the hammer. Marvi escapes and sprints to the levers to flip the last 3. The entire lab trembles as if in an earthquake. Items crash to the floor as Marvi and Jacot hang on to the nearest counter. The robot again wraps its arms around Marvi, but before it can squeeze, Jacot pulls back the hammer and hits the robot in the head with a loud metallic bang. The robot's head disconnects and tilts to the side, only kept from falling by a bright green wire. As it powers down, it releases Marvi.
That should do it. I hope.
The room continues to shake and falling items crash. The metal box shakes off the counter and falls into the blue swirl of clouds. Across the room, sparks sizzle and shoot from flashing lights.
How do we stop this?
With a loud bang, the lights on the other side of the room go out. Immediately after the blue cloud disappears with a loud pop, taking the box with it. The shaking slowly stops.
I think it's over.
Marvi releases her grip and brushes off her pants. She looks around. The lab is a war zone.
How are you going to explain this?
Me? You made the biggest mess by pushing all those buttons.
They're levers, and I was trying to find a way to stop that crazy robot.
Well, I stopped the robot. You destroyed the lab. You pushed all those buttons.
Levers.
And you didn't even care what they went to.
Marvi picks up several objects and puts them on shelves.
What are you doing?
Making it so Tink and Tank won't send us to Out Calf. Maybe we can make it look like nothing happened.
Jacot scans the mess.
You think they would send us to Aunt Kath?
That was the original plan.
Jacot pauses, then gathers an armful of objects and cramps them on a shelf.
You have to put it like Tink would. She has everything labeled.
Jacot reaches down and picks up the blue folder that fell out of the box. He hands it to Marvi.
What about this?
Marvi looks through it. It contains a couple of pieces of paper with text and it's labeled Inventions and Ideas List. Marvi looks around and spots a cabinet with the label Inventions and Ideas.
Looks like that goes here.
She shoves the file into the very back of the cabinet and slams the door closed. Jacot nods. He reads a few labels, then rearranges some of the objects. Marvi watches.
That's better. We'll make it look as good as new. No one will know.
A deafening bang, and everything goes black.
Do you think you can figure out how to turn the lights back on? I don't think I can clean in the dark.
A thump and a scrape.
Was that you, Jacot?
No. You?
Why would I ask you if it was you, if it was me?
I thought maybe...
The lights flash on. Tank is at the panel with his hand on a lever. Marvi and Jacot cringe.
Good thing your grandmother is out. You'll need time to clean this up.
Marvi and Jacot exchange a look of surprise.
We better keep this our secret.